I decide, you know what, let's learn from this. Buy a sapper. So this is all about sapper control. We're trying to hide the sapper. We don't want it to be seen. Run back, but uh-oh. This is where we get the zapper. Here's a fun video. You know, what happens when your opponent just, you know, they don't want to leave. When your opponent is having so much fun with you, they just refuse to let the good times end. When your opponent just says, no, 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 trust me. To end a game with you, despite me not having any units or chance of winning, it would be so sorrowful. They just can't bear it. Well, this is one of those games, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those games because my opponent just decides my time isn't really worth it. But, you know, my time really isn't worth it. I give it to you, I give it to my opponents, but I most certainly give it to that wisp. Bam. Chop, chop. Now, could Sofa King been faster on the detonate? You better believe it. But they were too busy immolation creeping with Demon Hunter. You know, very micro-intensive style of play here. But my opponent don't even bother with the Ancient of War creeping. And look at me, by the way. This is an interesting decision. You scout with the full HP mirror image. This is like a little bit of baiting, trying to make it look like I'm Windwalk. Right? Does it work? Let's see. Does my opponent react to that? Maybe. But it eventually disappears, I think, in front of their face. Yeah, this is bad.
Your building is complete.
It would have been nice if I eventually ran off site. It would have been so good if I just ran off vision and don't let them see that it poofed. Then my opponent's really paranoid and like, oh no, a Windwalking Blade Master stalking me, but instead they see the poof, they realize, wait, then you must be a low HP Blade Master creeping without your illusion. Uh-oh. So would have been nice, but this is a really strange mirror image game for me. As you know, I like to push the envelope, sometimes do things a little differently, but I cannot in good faith recommend getting yourself in this situation. Sometimes it happens. My shop was late. But we thankfully have units to co-tank with us. Tank these units HP. We have our Knight of opponent dutifully, Ancient of War creeping. And you know, this looks like a normal game on the surface. You may ask, wow, this game's so long though. It must be a real slog of a game. Well, that's where you're wrong. So what do I do with a full HP? I get the last hit, I think. Yep, get the last hit. Feels good. Don't get the item though. Just get the last hit. But the last hit's all I need because after we kill that Ancient of War, how do I decide to capitalize? Well, let's kill my opponent's base. We have the Crystal Ball, so good versus... Should we need the reveal right now? Do we get Crystal Ball? We dodged the Wisp detonate on accident. Crystal Ball would be nice. I think we're just not using it because we're bad at Warcraft 3. It's not a really strategic choice. But I do love how my headhunters have nestled up safely under that tree. Jingle All the Way reference. And now we are running from the Blade Master. Well, running with the Blade Master, mind you. Headhunters are going to have to eventually run lest they die. But this is not a heavy armor Huntress anymore, so this Headhunter, while maybe sacrificing itself, is doing so with noble purpose. Yes, to kill a Headhunter. 69 experience versus how much experience is a Headhunter? Let's see. Don't think it's 69 experience. So there we go. We finally get the Crystal Ball. Get the Archer, which is 46 experience. The Archer's 46 experience. The the Huntress was 69. And the Blade Master is just running away to see another day. This micro by me is just, you know, some Dota. This is just my little creep camp here. And we're deciding that I suppose Mass Headhunters works out if you get a strong early game. You know, many of my builds could probably just lead into Mass Headhunters. But now is where we TP. Because we lost yeah, I could have TP'd earlier there. Could have TP'd earlier there, saved a Headhunter, but we pushed it to its maximum limit. So, okay, Headhunter's out of your base. What can you do? Well, you get scouted by me just for maximum mental pressure. You can never be safe. Yeah, he just moves him out of the way because I don't want to be seen either. Feels bad. Healing up, and we're deciding to move on out. Now, this is something I recently learned from watching Nolf stream. but more particularly, I was watching Knopf commentate the Starbuck versus Grubby show match. And Knopf mentioned how one of the games that Grubby could have won, because he was actually in the lead for that part, is he creeps his Goblin Laboratory, right? Grubby creeps the Goblin Lab, but he doesn't use the Goblin Laboratory. Like, it was that small little note. So I decide, you know what, let's learn from this. Buy a Sapper. So this is all about Sapper control. We're trying to hide the Sapper. We don't want it to be seen. We have a pretty good army right now. We didn't lose the Headhunters thanks to that nice TP, so we don't mind this fight. But what's going on? In the meantime, we have Sapper time coming from out of nowhere. So the Sappers coming from the left, the Demon Hunters getting attacked. How cool would it be if I Sapper and kill the Demon Hunter when it ports back? Wouldn't that be dope? You have a Sapper waiting right there. Explodes your low HP Demon Hunter. So we get the surround, and the Keeper has to run back. But uh-oh, this is where we get the Zapper. Really good usage of Sapper. Just destroy the shop there, right? Destroy the shop. Tree of Ages, not doing much, especially when both of your moon wells are dying. You get a smack in? Oh yeah, you get one smack in Tree of Ages, but too little too late. So wow, long game, right? But this is not why we're watching this game. We love the Sapper, yes, but we want to see something else. We want to see the moment that Sofa King decided he doesn't want to play with me. But wait, maybe strike that. The moment Sofa King decided he doesn't want to stop playing with me. In fact, the moment he decided that stopping playing with me is the last thing that they want to do. In fact, they just want to keep playing with me. Ah, yes, the dreaded... When I saw this, the dreaded wisp out, I thought to myself, okay, it's one of these games. And yeah, you will see what one of these games looks like, just for the clarity of purpose here. This is what it looks like when a Night Elf opponent is trying to just hide buildings. So Night Elf can do this particularly well, right? Because you're just running away with wisps, and wisps are a high-speed worker. So look at this classic battle net, dude. Classic battle net. We got the wisps at every angle. Nice Tree of Life on my side. Another Tree of Life. So we got another Tree of Life. So we've done it. But this one's getting scouted. And now I know what's happening, right? So what do I do in response? Well, I'm like level 5 now, playing against... The only threat to me on this map are creeps. The only threat to me on this map is the AI, is the NPC. So it's really just about building Bat Riders, yeah. It's about scouting the whole map. This is what it looks like for me. I can't see anything. This is what it looks like for my opponent, yeah. Running around. Check it out. He's running! Uh-oh, that one gets caught. This one gets caught. Oh no. I tower there, just a little... My peon chasing him. They're revealed. So there you go. You know, I guess we'll end this video. But I just want to give everyone a big shout out. If you followed the channel, if you subscribed to the channel, you know, we've seen a lot of growth lately, which we really love, right? We started this channel very humbly, just wanting to make some Warcraft videos, and now we got a lot of good vibes from a lot of good people. Yeah, shout outs to Sofa King. That was a good game. And thanks for watching the video. See you later.